The initial spark was the idea of wanting to create something that was new and different in the midst of having to work in new and different circumstances. And then really, it came down to, we had talked about, well, let's be able to choose songs, and find what we want, but we needed some kind of construct. And really, I've always been fascinated with the Tempest for all sorts of reasons. So for me, it was finally, let's land on that.
This project has had the most amazing gestation because, of course, it came about because of the global pandemic, when we realized it wasn't really safe to rehearse together or be indoors together or sing at each other and so on and so forth. So we met many times over the summer, and what emerged was the idea that rather than try to do a pre-existing opera in some kind of non-traditional format or outdoors or on a trailer or something, we would create a unique piece of art that was specifically chosen for our student body.
It was really interesting because it was being filmed like a movie, which is a really exciting experience for a lot of us. It was new territory. So we started by working on music, and then when we got the script, because there's some dialogue, we worked on that, and we each got our own rehearsals with Jennifer, the director, working on all of the scenes and blocking and kind of working on character development.
So basically, in a normal situation, pre-COVID, we would be able to sing and talk directly to another actor or actress on the stage. But in this situation, we had to talk or sing at nobody. We would just look in a direction, and our director would say, "There's somebody standing there," and there would be nobody. So we had to imagine that somebody was there to do this safely. It was really fascinating.
Go, take the ship, and hither come it. Go hence with diligence.
So once the vocal coachings have been completed or mostly completed, the singer would then record themselves, because we can't have them taking off their mask and singing and spewing, as people like to say. We do instead is we take them to a room upstairs with a microphone, and they have the accompaniment, which has already been recorded by the same professor who did the vocal coachings. And there they listen to the accompaniments in their headphones, and then they sing into the microphone. And the microphone is connected to outside of the room, where it's then recorded in Adobe Audition onto the sound computer or a sound laptop. And from there, it's then the vocals and the accompaniment are then mixed together in Adobe Audition, and we balance it out. We mess around with the volume, and we mix it until it sounds as close as real as possible. So after we've done recording, from there is when we can do filming. So now we have our film crews. We have rotating film crews so that we don't have too many people in the room at once and the same people going in and out, in and out, in and out. So from there, we do 1 or 2 scenes per night, and from there, they run through the text, they run through it multiple times. I think it's a very interesting process for the actors because they've never had to do that. I think it was very interesting, the first scene that we ever did, the actor kept looking out, like he was looking at an audience on a stage. And that's just because he's so used to it, because that's the only thing he's ever really had to do. We had to keep telling him, look at the camera, we're down here. So I think that was very interesting and very funny. But I think they adapted to it very quickly.
It was really cool because it was like filming a movie or like doing a photo shoot. We really got to play in the character because we would do different takes and we'd try different shots and different angles, which is really exciting. And we would lip sync along with our singing.
Film in different locations, sometimes in the green screen, sometimes outside.
I filmed outside of BPAC, in the parking lot with the tall grass. I also filmed outside of BPAC, where like you could see through the windows for one of Prospera's scene when she's looking outside into the storm. And I also filmed in Barnum.
I'm just really excited to see how it all comes together and how this story is told, because it is still, The Tempest. I hope people watch it and see how much time and effort and love of the art was put into it. and still trying to create something during this time and create something that is interesting and entertaining and engaging. Because I feel like there is a lot of content being produced, but sometimes, things don't translate the way you want to via Zoom. So I really hope that this is an engaging and beautiful piece of art that people will enjoy.
While this is an amazing show and this is an incredible project that I can't be thankful enough for, I cannot wait until there's an opportunity to do live theater again, and I don't ever want people to take it for granted again.
There's a lot we kind of need to escape from in our world today, especially being isolated and alone. So I want them to be entertained and captivated and engaged and seeing something new and surprising.